Hi guys, it's Fran. This is video number 2. Oh, and this week I'm actually rocking my earbuds, so this time you guys will actually be able to hear me without cranking up the volume. Anyways, last week I talked about being real, being honest, being authentic, and where that came from was I was recently at 2 different women's conferences. One was, they were both incredibly meaningful and powerful. But at the first one, I was insanely emotional, and because it was digging up things within my past in my own personal life that I realized I had been covering up, hiding, blocking, building walls around. And I just figured out how to stop doing all of that and start making situations, circumstances work with me rather than trying to, swim upstream and do things the hard way. At the second conference, I walked in, and the first thing that came to mind and it was such a huge eye-opener for me was the fact that it was 100% women there. There were some men, but they were either speakers or in the background or helping with camera work and more on the administrative side. What I noticed and what was so clear was that this room was filled with 500 women, and these women ranged in age from 21 to, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe into their 60s, 70s, or possibly even higher than that. The fact is that at that conference, I saw women of all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, and backgrounds showing up in their true authentic selves. And when I say that, I mean that 70% of the women in that room were walking around and no makeup, gray hair, black hair, blonde hair, you name it, but the predominant color as far as hair went was silver, white, and gray. And they weren't apologizing for the fact that this is how they appeared. They were rocking it. They were proud that they had lived a life of whatever it is that brought them to that point. But they were starting something new. They were either continuing in the business and their training and whatever they needed to build their belief in their own selves as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman. But there was a network of strong, amazing women that were working together to do the same thing. And I've been struggling from jumping around from company to company for years now. And at this past conference, I decided that I'll still work with the companies that I am currently involved with, but I'm going to build my own network for myself. I'm going to build something a legacy business that I can pass on to my children, to my grandchildren, to my great-grandchildren, and they can look to me and say, that's where I got my influence from. That's where I learned to stop judging myself and comparing myself to other people in the room, in the world, in the country, in society in general, because until you get past the blocks that you've set up for yourself, you'll never progress. And trust me, I have been comparing myself to the skinny blonde, to this wealthy neighbor down the road, to the educated billionaire, and trying to provide for my family. every time that I looked at my background, I looked at my education, I looked at my upbringing, I looked at any mistake that I've ever done in the past, it hasn't done a thing for me in the sense of pushing me, guiding me, directing me. I've learned, yes, but what I learned just from being around the powerful energy of these 500 other women was that you have to stand for who you are. You have to be authentic in what you believe, no matter what is happening around you in this world, and just live, just go for it, just be who you are, because no one is going to accommodate you. So my first step, and I spoke about this in the last video, is I'm not going to color my hair anymore. I'm not going to do all the crazy, stupid shit that I used to do, because I was doing that to conform to what I thought that others thought I should be doing. And it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. My hair is going gray naturally. I'm going to let it happen. My tones are really awkward right now, but eventually, once I let it go 100% out, it's going to look amazing. And trust me, by the next video that I put up next Friday, my hair is going to be 100%, well, not 100%, but it's going to look dramatically different than what it is right now. So for anybody out there, whether you're a teenager, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home dad, whether you're working 3 jobs to try and pay the bills, whether you're working 1 job and doing something else on the side for yourself that is a little secret and you're too nervous to share with the world right now, just be who you are, and the world just opens up. Doors seem to open, windows open, people are calling your name, people are looking for you. They were there all along, but because of, well, for me personally, because of the walls and the barriers I put up in front of myself, I wasn't seeing them. But ever since I've had this epiphany, my life has literally changed. So this is going to be a documentary about basically my realization to the standards, to Facebook, to LinkedIn, to Instagram, to Snapchat, and oh my God, selfies and everything else. Who the heck cares? Because what really matters is once people get to know who you are, they're going to know. You can't put a mask on that. You can't pretend for the rest of your life. So why not be authentic? Just live and enjoy it. That's what I'm doing. And I can't wait for next week's video, because I'll tell you, this hair is going to be different. And I just want to share it with you. And I hope you listen to this video over again, and it might not make sense to you, but listening to other women struggle, compare themselves, and try to live up to a standard, it's not worth it. It isn't worth it. Live the best you and be authentic. Work to your own tomorrow. But by doing that, it means starting. Start where you're at. Look around you, ask for help if you need it, and oh, I'm excited for you, and I can't wait to see you next week. So we will see you then. Have a wonderful day, guys. I love you so much. Bye-bye.